At a certain point, you just have to say, you know what? You got to know when to hold them and you got to know when to fold them and you got to just know when to let go. Let it go, Elsa. Let it go. Simon, I'm talking to you. Now, I get it. You feel like you've been wronged by this woman. You have done me wrong. Okay. You feel like you have been done wrong, dirty, spat out, shunned, kicked out of the country, all of those things. All of those things. Okay. But let me say this, you got all of Africa. You got all of Africa. And trust me, I ain't even been to all the places you done been, but I've been to Zanzibar, friend, and I will tell you one thing. You can go and cure all your ailments there versus spending your time focused on Porsha and getting your revenge or whatever you call this right here. Okay, let's talk about it. Shout out to our friends over at the Bravo Shade Room. Shout out to my boo for tagging me on this. I'm about to prep for this 7 p.m. Zoom call. If you text worldwide to 202-918-3386, you will already know what is going on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But listen, y'all, Simon filed an affidavit in a Nigerian court to withdraw his sponsorship of Porsha Williams' residency permit. She will not be welcomed back to Nigeria for Dirty December this year, and this action is my way of honoring that promise. See, this is what I'm talking about when you be focused on the wrong things. This is what I be talking about when I tell people the best revenge is your paper. The best revenge is moving on and acting like that person never existed. But yet and still, when you continue to put all of your energy into someone that is moving on with their lives, then it's kind of like, yo, like, what are we doing? Sorry, y'all, my phone ringing. And I got to call this person later. But anyway, let's get on into the nitty to the gritty with what's going on according to TMZ and our friends over at the Bravo Shade Room, which was where this was posted. Now, he filed this in the High Court of Justice of Kaduna State in Nigeria. He says he sponsored Porscha's application for a Nigerian resident permit when they got married, but since they're now divorced, he wants to withdraw it, aka yank it. Yank that thing. Yank on that change. Now, he tells TMZ that it was brought to my attention by the Nigerian government that Porsha Williams traveled to Nigeria in December of 2024 using a document that had been issued to her during our marriage. I was advised that given our legal divorce, I have a duty to withdraw the sponsorship associated with that document. He then added that he was disappointed that Porsha still flew to Lagos last year to celebrate the annual Dirty December festivities despite their split. As I stated in my recent Instagram story, she will not be welcomed back to Nigeria for the same celebrations this year, and this action is my way of honoring that promise. That is what he told TMZ. Now, here is the gag. Should I do it or something? Do one of y'all do it, okay? Because this is what the gag is. Nigeria is not the only place that people go to in December when they are traveling from the United States over to Africa. You do know that, right, Simon? You do know that she can go to Ghana and celebrate with the people. She can go to a myriad of other places. She don't just have to go to Nigeria. She don't just have to go to Lagos. Did you know? And as he stated on his IG story, plot twist, you didn't make the cut for Dirty December 2025, hashtag find another daddy. But Porsha, not to be outdone, says this. Ho, contraire, mon frere. She says, I'm an American, silly Simone. I can go where I want. How about you, kissy face? She called him silly Simone. Because at this point in time, this is what I'm saying. It's just getting to the point where it's like, we get it. We get it, my friend. Like, yes, you feel like she done you wrong, allegedly, right? You feel like maybe she has, taken from you, pulled a whammy on you. You know what I'm saying? This is how you may feel. But it would probably be more, in your best interest to just go ahead and move on. Because at this point in time, it just kind of looks like you being petty for the sake of just being petty. And I get it. But it would be a different story if she could not still go to the country or some other country. Because if your thing is to find another sponsor, there are other cities and countries in Africa. No? Yes. Yes, indeed. There are other places that she can absolutely go for the December. They may not call it Dirty December there, but they can definitely get down and dirty if she wants to in some other place, some other space, some other, I mean, just some other landscape. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what he thought he was doing there. And I get it. Again, like I say, friend, you upset, you mad, you angry, you hurt, whatever the case may be, allegedly. I don't know. But at a certain point in time, it's like, give up the ghost, friend. Just go ahead and move. It would almost just be easier to maybe move on, because it sounds to me like Simon is like the type of person that can go out and make some money, right? If you can go out and make you some money, go make you some more money. Go find you another girl or something like that, or whatever the case may be. It seemed like you had moved on pretty easily after Fallon. So I'm sure you can move on pretty easily after Porsha. Is it that your ego is not letting you let any of this go? Because at a certain point in time, my friend Elsa, we have got to let it go. Speaking of which, Porsha continues on. Oh, she was not done yet. She says 16 offers for a passport slash sponsors and counting. 16. Ooh. Ooh. Guess she's not hurting for offers to get back into that Nigeria. She says the Lord has blessed us. Who all want to go? Dirty December, here we come. As I stated, I mean, where there's one sponsor, there's two. No? No? Where there's one sponsor, there's two. Where there's two, there's three. Where there's three, there's 16, apparently. So, I mean, the woman is on TV. So, at the end of the day, it ain't going to be hard, especially if she moves in circles with money. And God knows she knows Phaedra, who seems to be everywhere and everybody's, knows in everybody's country, know all the people in all the rooms, as she says. So it ain't like she can't, call up the homegirls, maybe Yandy down the street, because Yandy like to travel around the world. Shout out to Yandy and Yell and all that good stuff like that. And man, DC's in the family and whatever they got going on, the rich folk of Atlanta. But I'm just saying, it's like, I don't understand what he thought he was doing by that. It's like, ooh, ooh, that was a big move. Ooh. But what did it really do, right? What did it really do? It did not solidify anything, because if the woman wanted to find a sponsor, the woman going to find a sponsor. The same way you feel like you might have got her, somebody else going to get her. All right? Now, I don't know what that method was or what that means, but I'm just telling you like that, right? You not the end all be all of the opportunities for her to get in and out of the country, especially if she ain't committed no crimes in that country. What are we talking about? So anyway, I just wanted to hit y'all with that bit of iced tea, okay? That bit of Lipton's, that little bit of Side note, y'all, I had some good old spiced tea from Zanzibar. If you ever get a chance to go to the Africa, and I ain't saying you got to go to Dirty December now, if you don't, because if they revoke you. But what I will say is, in Zanzibar, you can get you some good old spiced tea. I ain't had nothing like it ever in my life. It was literally the best thing smoking. So, with that being said, y'all, yeah, that's the tea. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and text that 202-918-3386. If you know, you know. And if you don't get in on this call, trust and believe I will be having another, because we're about to ramp things up in this last quarter, y'all. I'm trying to get as many people out of the country as possible, to travel and explore and see life and stuff like that. And you don't always have to break the bank to do it. And if you want to get paid to do so, you can definitely do that too. With that being said, I will catch you in the next video.